All right, guys. So another function in this game that I absolutely love, just as much as I love racing, you guys, and that is just the builds. Buying cars, selling cars, and building cars. Oh man, I got some good ones, you guys. All meant for different things. Drift cars, novelty cars. Like the General Grant Lee Charger here. I made this one just at mocking people and their stereotypical beliefs and shit like that. Just stupid shit. So I kind of just made a America 2021 right here. Pretty cool little concept. Um, now, and I got separate cars for separate things, guys. Now, when you're into the whole Gran Turismo thing, guys, you're gonna start to understand this. You're not just gonna get one car and go beat this game. It's just not gonna happen. You need so many different types of vehicles for specific races to be able to even complete the game or even get anywhere in the game. But yeah, guys, I really enjoy building these cars. Love these old school JDM cars. They were badass. Old school classic cars, iconic cars, guys. Something that if I had the money in real life, guys, this is absolutely shit that I would buy. You know what I'm saying? Would definitely have the sleeper Beetle. You know what I mean? 634 horsepower. Look at this beat up piece of shit. That's what I was going for. Couldn't really find a matte paint to kind of give it that dull look. It's still all shiny, but it still looks shit. A sleeper Beetle, huh? Totally looks like a bucket, but this thing will mash out. We got some fun one right here, guys. This is just an iconic car. This is Gran Turismo right here. This is just you should just buy this car just to buy this car for several released in the game, just because what I mean. This is just like one of those cars, like the Dodge Viper I use in my farming races, guys. The Dodge Viper has been like a day one Gran Turismo car. You know what I mean? Monroe, this was like the Lancer Evo, the Force 911. A lot of these cars are all-wheel drive. 3000 GT. All these cars were the shit on original Gran Turismo. But there's such more of a wide selection now, guys, that they've pretty much just shadowed all these cars, but they're still in there and they are still fun to play with, guys. Then we got builds like this. All right, guys, I did everything I could to set this thing up like a rally truck, and it works really, really well. Any no PP limit dirt track, this thing will decimate. You'll just shove all. Don't forget about the clean race bonus when you're using this truck in a dirt race, a rally race. Just because you're gonna be blasting into motherfuckers. I'm telling you what, this thing is like at a Scudo Pikes Peak with the engine swap in it. This thing is crazy. One of my favorite builds here, the Rally Raptor. This one was a fun build. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with the movie Friday, next Friday. That's where the concept of this car came from. Top flight security of the world. Just a novelty, guys. I just thought it was funny. You know what I mean? Doing something with one of these emergency vehicles. You know what I mean? Putting a message on it. Doing goofy stuff. All right, so this is the BRZ drift car. This is definitely a fun car, guys. And it's just ready to go. You just jump in the race and drop your traction down to zero, and you're ready to be drifting. What sucks is now they've removed these paint decals, guys. I really enjoyed these anime fucking decals, bubblegum girls, whatever the fuck you want to call them, They're badass, and you can do some pretty cool looking shit on a car with them. But we don't have access to them anymore, so kind of sucks. But even that guy's livery creator. Look at this. That's a good looking livery. I mean, too bad I can't make this livery anymore, but still, that's the kind of stuff you can do with the livery editor. Putting your own liveries on cars. But I've burnt up hours in this game, guys. Just car builds. Like I said, building these cars is just as fun as racing the game. Yeah, once you progress so far in the game, guys, there's nothing really more you can do but make money and collect cars. That's the point of the game. By the time it's all said and done, guys, I'm gonna buy every car in this game if I play it that long. But we'll see, guys. But yeah, guys, this is another fun aspect of this game is these builds. The car tunings. I like how precise they are. I didn't like what they did with Gran Turismo Sport, where you can just change settings. And, I've always liked the Gran Turismo where you can actually purchase parts and put them on your car. That always just piqued my imagination. Gran Turismo Sport kind of took away from that. I mean, it's still an enjoyable game, good graphics, good races, decent economy. I just don't like how cars are tuned in Gran Turismo Sport. But this one, Gran Turismo 7 just pretty much jumped right back into the old way of doing Gran Turismo things, guys. You know what I mean? As well as just recently adding the you can now sell your cars. Pretty much the only pet peeve I have about this game, you guys, the fact that you have to have an internet connection to play the friggin' campaign mode, which is just idiotic. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. I guess I ain't gonna take my fucking PlayStation to the log cabin with me if I want to play Gran Turismo. Because you ain't got an internet signal. All you doing is playing stupid ass music races, you know what I mean? But other than that, guys, this great game. I'd go as far as say it's worth $60 if you're a Gran Turismo fan. Now, just keep in mind, guys, this is not an arcade racing game. This is a racing simulator. So you're not going to get special weird turbo boosts like you get on Need for Speed and shit like that. That's arcade racing, guys. Need for Speed type games, arcade racing. This type of racing game, racing simulator. There is a clear difference. This is more realistic, more focused on car physics, track physics, things of that nature. You ain't just gonna jump in your car and just keep hitting the X turbo button to get a boost. It don't work like that. These things work like real cars in real life, and that's the whole idea behind a simulator. But to each their own. But I prefer these kind of racing games, guys. I like racing simulators. I do not like arcade racing. But, yep, definitely worth the money. And if you're unsure about it, the graphics good, blah, blah, blah. They got this thing in the PlayStation store called My First Gran Turismo, guys. You can load this thing or download this thing for absolutely free. And if you complete it, it'll actually give you 18 cars to start your Gran Turismo 7 campaign, which is pretty cool. We played it and beat it just for shits and giggles and ended up getting 18 cars. I'm like, oh, right on. You can sell these cars too if you want to. I don't need to sell cars anymore because I've done made it past my collector level 50. But still a good way to determine if you want to purchase this game or not, guys. It's actually it's a pretty good demo. That My First Gran Turismo, it's just a long demo, but it's pretty much an accurate demo. You're not going to buy and sell cars, you know what I mean? But it's going to give you the feel for it. Like, have a couple license courses and it gives you a couple races, you know what I mean? And then you always have access to these cars, it's pretty cool. And a good way to test the game before you buy it. It actually is a brilliant idea because, usually your standard demo, you got one of these 5-minute demos. Demos always suck. But for a demo, the My First Gran Turismo is actually the best demo I've ever seen in my life. I recommend you guys check it out. But yeah, a lot more of this game than just racing, guys. Racing, the builds, custom liveries. There's no way not to have fun in this game. Definitely worth the money.